Sorry, because I will not be able to complete the portion. That is the reason I am doing. Otherwise, I will not do that. Yeah. I hope you are able to see the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So today, now onwards, we are going to study about clipping. What do you mean by clipping? Okay. Where we are going to use? What are the types of clipping? How to do? Some algorithms are there to do for clipping also, and applications of clipping. Okay. This will be the uh, content we will be studying today. Okay. So the full chapter. So when we have to display a large portion of picture, suppose if I want to display an image like this, okay, I'll explain that. So I have to display a large, like a bigger house. I have a house like this. Okay. So what I should do? So if I want to fix everything in one window, sometime we will be doing translation, scaling. Okay. So sometime this is not only sufficient to put all the data into a single screen. So when we have to display a large portion of a picture, then not only scaling and translation is necessary, the visible part of the picture also is identified. So this process is not easy to do. So some certain part of the image are inside while others are partially outside or inside, or the lines or elements are partially visible and will be omitted. Okay. So this is your window screen. Okay, you are keeping, this is your window, remember that window. Okay, inside the window only this part is visible, right? But you have a full image, full house you have to display. So what you should do? You should select only the visible portion. Okay, so the invisible portion is discarded. That is called clipping. Understood now? For deciding the visible and invisible portion, a particular process is called clipping is used. So clipping determines each element into the visible and invisible portion. So visible portion is selected. So what is visible portion here inside the window which is there, that will be visible. That should be selected, and the invisible portion should be discarded. That is called clipping. Okay, so the lines are of three types: visible, invisible, clip. So remember, you have three types of lines here. Okay, visible lines, okay, and invisible line, and the next one is clipped lines. Okay, three types of lines. Visible lines means a line or line entirely inside the window, which is inside the window. All this line will be visible. Clear? So, and line entirely outside the window is considered invisible. So these lines are invisible. And a line partially inside the window and partially outside is clipped off. So from here onwards, it is some portions are inside, some are outside. Right? So this full portion you have to clip off. For clipping, point of intersection of line with the window determined. Clear now? So clipping can be applied through hardware as well as software. In some computer hardware device automatically do for clipping. In other system where hardware clipping is not available, software will be applied. Okay, so we'll go in detail. These are the types of clipping: point clipping, line clipping, polygon or area clipping, text clipping, curve clipping. Okay, these are the things we have to study one by one. Before going to start with the types of clipping, you should know what is application of clipping. Okay, the first application, it will be extract part we desired. So which part you want, only that part will be extracted. Extract. Okay. The second one is for identifying the visible and invisible area in the 3D object. So you will be able to identify visible and invisible area. Okay. The third one is for creating object using solid modeling. So if I want to create any object, you have to use a solid modeling. Okay, remember. And the fourth one is for drawing operations should be performed. And the fifth one is operation related to the pointing of objects should be used. And the last one is for deleting, copying, moving part of the objects also will be used. Okay, so the clipping can be applied to a word coordinate system. So I told that word coordinate means the entire screen will be visible to your window. The content inside the window will be mapped to device coordinate. So another alternative is to complete word coordinate picture is assigned to a device coordinate. Okay, so not only that, even we should see it is visible to your device coordinate or not. Okay, so one example I can tell that word coordinate means your full this screen of your laptop or your mobile. Okay, even that is your word coordinate. So even in under that you have some device coordinate system, right? Whether you will be able to see only the lines from here, right or not, but size of my laptop screen is more than that. Clear now? So that is called device coordinate. Clear difference between word coordinate and the device coordinate. Okay, so the mainly each one by one clipping we have to study now. Point clipping, what do you mean by point clipping? So one by one we will see. Okay, we have two-dimensional clipping as well as three-dimensional clipping. For your syllabus we have only two-dimensional clipping. Okay, according to this image you can see here you have x-axis as well as you have y-axis. Okay, so a scene is made up to the collection of objects specified in your word coordinate. So this is your this will be visible in your word coordinate system. Clear? So just to see here in this image, so when we display scene, only those objects within a particular window in your display. So here this will be your window coordinate system. Okay, so under the window you will be able to see, yeah, this is your word coordinate. Okay, under this word coordinate you will be able to see this will be your minimum value, this will be your maximum value. Okay, so only this part will be visible. So what you should do, the remaining portion wherever it is there, that will be clipped off. So after clipping you will be able to see only this much. Clear? Clear now? So even you here you should remember, here you will be having minimum y-axis minimum and y-axis maximum. This is your word coordinate. Understood? Coordinate. Sorry. Any other doubt? So you should remember there are certain conditions to satisfy the point clipping is used, which is determine whether the point is inside the window or not. This is your window. Remember that. Okay. For this following condition, we have to check x should be less than or equal to x max. Okay. And again, x should be greater than or equal to x min. These are the conditions. Remember, y should be less than or equal to y max. I have not mentioned in your slide. I am writing it here. So write it down on your notebook. Okay, y greater than or equal to y min. Okay, this condition should be satisfied. Clear now? So in this case, you know where is x max, x min, y max and y min. Clear? Clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So one by one we should study. This I told already. So clipping definition I told. Two-dimensional clipping. Again, another one way we can tell, another name will be there for that, that is shielding or exterior clipping. It is reverse operation of clipping where window acts as a block used to abstract the view. So in this shielding or exterior clipping, what is happening? Only the inside part will be clipped off. For the remaining part you will be able to see. Only this part you will get. That is called shielding. Okay, which will be used for multi-view window system. Okay, and not only that, where we will be designing some of the page layout for advertisement, or if you want to publish some application, or for adding some label, or for design pattern and all, you will be using such type of clipping. See, this is the way you will be using. Before you were having the image like this, right? So under shielding, you will be able to display only this portion. If it was a normal clipping, only you will be able to see this portion. Clear now? Here you can see a two-dimensional clipping. Before going to start with your 1 minute, just I want to tell one more thing. I was verifying whether the point clipping is there or not. Okay, so yeah, you can see here. This is a two-dimensional clipping window. Here you have x-axis, y-axis. Okay, again you have x max, x min, y max, y min. Okay, this is min and max. Remember that. Okay, this is max. So your window will be like this. Okay, so but you have many lines here. Some lines are, it is inside the coordinate system itself, right? So but the problem is what, inside the word coordinate system, but you have a windows here. Okay, only which is there inside the window only you will be able to see. Outside the window you will not be able to see. So even in this you have a line, here you have a line, right? Here you have a line, and here you have a point, right? Here you have a line. Anyone can tell after clipping what you will tell, what you will get. So just look at the window. Yes, P3, P4 will be cancelled, right? And P7, P8 only from here you will be able to see, and even till here. And even for P9, P10 only till here you will be able to see. And for P1 you will be able to see, and P2 even this will be clipped off. So after doing that, just to see your outcome, that is over, right? So what will be visible? Only which is inside this region will be visible. The remaining all will be clipped off, right? What is the application of this? I told already, we will be using for extract part of defined scene for viewing. Not only that, drawing operation like erase or copy or move one point from another one point. For that purpose we will be using. And displaying multi-view windows, creating objects, anti-aliasing lines, or identifying visible surface in 3D views. All these places we will be using this clipping. So mainly you will be main application, we can tell that even for movie making or any game making. Okay, some portion you have to remove it, right? So even there you will be using clipping. Okay. Then scissoring. Okay, what do you mean by scissoring? Flip it during scan conversion. Okay, there you will be using a brute force technique. So you will be able to scan, convert all the primitives. Only you have to write pixel if inside the clipping region. Okay, then it's easy for think and fill the primitive as a part of scale line fill. So we will study this whenever we will be studying the algorithm, we will come across this. So now you can ignore this part. Okay, so here again another one type of clipping is available, mainly three type. One is normal clipping, we have studied already. Then second one is scissoring, and third one is raster clipping. Okay, under the raster clipping, clip it after scan conversion. Already we have studied what is scan conversion. We have solved already the problem, we have studied the algorithm also. Okay, so render everything into a temporary canvas and you will be able to copy the clipping region. Okay, so through this it is you will be able to use for text edition or some portion of the text. I am writing here clipping. Okay, I want only clip till here. So what I can do, I can easily clip the remaining portion. Okay, even wasteful but simple and easy. So Foley and Van Dan, two scientists, they have suggested for floating point graphics library, we can try to use analytical clipping. And for integer, even to do the clipping, we have to use some integer graphics libraries, like where we will be using analytic clipping for lines and polygon. And for other clipping, that is you have area filling and many types of clippings are there. Okay, for that you will be using scan conversion. Okay, some case we will be using even analytic as well as raster clipping. That is depend upon the application to application we will be changing. So now we are going to see what are the levels of clipping or types of clipping. I told already point clipping, line clipping, polygon clipping, area clipping, text clipping, curve clipping. What do you mean by a point clipping? Suppose you have a window here or word coordinate here. Again you should decide your where is your window, right? How you will be deciding your window depend upon your x max. This is your x max, okay, and this is your x min. Okay, again depend upon your y min and y max. Okay, so suppose in for the point clipping I have a point here. So what will be happening? If it is inside the window, it will not be clipped. So if it was outside the window, this should be clipped off. You have to remove this point. Okay, so the same way, if you have a line like this, what will be happening? Or line like this and this fully clipped, even this will not be clipped because you have to display it is inside the window coordinate, so it will be there. So it is inside the window, so it will be there. So here you have half inside the window, the remaining half will be outside the window. So this portion should be clipped off. Okay, so if it is a polygon means like a rectangle or a hexagon or a house or something. Okay, so you can see here the remaining portion which is outside this, so I will mention here, which is outside this part should be flipped off. Okay, and again we can tell that it is another one form of area clipping also, right? This full area is clipping. And even text, suppose I am mentioning computer graphics or graphics. Okay, so this portion till here it is inside. Okay, from here it is outside. So the outside portion should be clipped off. Curve clipping. So you have a curve like this. So what you should do? Whichever is outside the screen, you should clip it off. Okay, this is outside the screen, it should be clipped off. The remaining only should be displayed. Clear? So we will study one by one how we are going to use and how we can simplify it. I hope everyone understood till now. This is the introduction part. Now we are going to start with our actual topic. Understood till now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, this is the basic idea. Okay, basic thing I have told already. Okay, now you have to apply our computer graphics concept. Okay, or the algorithm or some of the mathematical formula you have to use it to do the clipping. Clear? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Okay. So now we going to start with point clipping. So you should remember I told already you will be having a window. Inside the window that will be visible. Any point which is outside the window which will be invisible. Okay. So some point which is you can see here on the screen, some points are inside the window, so that should be visible and the other point should be clipped. Okay. So what are the points should be clipped? It's easy and simple. So you have to consider a point x and y which is not clipped if the x value, whatever you are getting here, x value, this is your x value here, right? And here you will be getting your y value. So the x value should be where it should be between your x min and x max. The same way your y value also will be between your x min and y max. Okay, it should be inside this. The remaining all should be clipped off, otherwise clipped off. So you can see here how we can write in program in your conditional method. So you can write your window x min less than or equal to x less than or equal to window x max. Understood? The same way how we can write your value, y value should be between your x min, sorry, y min and y max, right? So how we can write mathematically? So your window y min should be less than or equal to y less than or equal to window y max. Otherwise your point should be clipped off, right? So take one by one point. So consider the point. Where is our P1? Anybody have seen our point P1? Yeah, P1 is not there. Yeah, P1 is there. Okay. So just verify your x value is inside the window or outside the window. Or another one way, it should be between your x min and x max and y min and y max. Is it is inside? Yes. So this will be visible. So consider P2 point. Again mathematically you have to check. How to check? It is inside your x min or y min or x max or y max. It is outside your x max, right? So what you should do? You should clip it off. And you should consider even P8. P8, just you should remember it is symbol is and. So both it should satisfy. Clear? If it was or means this we don't want to clip, right? P8, just consider P8. What is happening here? It is inside your y min and y max, but it is outside your x max, right or not? Are you understanding? So what you should do? You should clip this value. The same way here. even this is inside your y max and y min, but it is outside your x min. So this should be clipped off. The same way here, even P5, where it is inside your x min and y min, but it is outside your y max. So this should be clipped off. Understanding? So P5 you can see here, it is inside your window. So this portion will be visible and P9 also will be visible. The points within the window are not clipped. The points outside the windows are clipped off. That is called point clipping. Okay, and you should remember even this mathematical equation also. Okay, so x should be between x min, y min, y should be between y min, y max. Clear now? So any doubt, kindly ask. Understood?
Clear, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we'll move to line clipping. So what do you mean by line clipping? I told already, but still, okay. Again, first I will explain, then we will go to the portion, okay. Line clipping again. Even you have here x and y value, x, y value. Even here you have x max, okay. Here you have x min. The same way you have for a window, you have window y min and window y max. Okay. So if any lines are outside this line window, it should be clipped off, right? If it is inside, it should be visible. No need to clip. Suppose if it is between the line, then what you should do? When it is going outside your x max or y max, what you should do? You should clip it off. Even the same way, when it is coming outside your x min or outside your y min, even that also you should clip off. Only which is inside the window will be visible, outside the window will be clipped off. Okay, so we'll see how to do. So just I told that it is point clipping, it was very easy. So it is little harder than your point clipping. So what we should do means we should first examine the end point of each line. Okay, and to see that if they are in the window or not. Okay, so if both points are inside the line, then what we should do? We should accept that line trivially. Suppose one is inside and another one is out. So the line is partially inside. Okay, and the third case is both outside. Okay, then what you should do? It might partially inside. So what you should neglect it. So you should clip down. So what about trivial cases that we should consider? Both points are inside. So both points are inside means what you will do? You will accept. Okay. In this case, we will reject. So in this case, partially we are accepting. Even in this case, partially we are accepting. Clear? So how to perform this? So in general, we can tell that it is mentioned here clearly. If both end points are inside the window, then you don't want to clip. It is inside the visible region. Clear? The second case is one point is inside and the other is outside the window. So what you should do? You must clip till where? Till your y max or y min or x max or y min. Y max. Okay. So that is depend upon the situation you will be clipping. And both end points are outside the window. So what you will do? See here. We have studied one is outside. Either both are inside or outside. Or both points are outside. So what you should do? So even in that case, you have to do the clipping like this way. Clear? So it is not easy to do that. We will be using the algorithm to do that line clipping. Okay. So in two-dimensional line clipping, we have three different algorithms. One is analytic line clipping, Cohen-Sutherland line clipping, and Lian-Barsky line clipping algorithm. Okay, all the three algorithms we have to study. Okay. So I hope you understood the line clipping algorithm. Sorry, what do you mean by line clipping? Right. So we will go one by one. So first we will see Cohen-Sutherland line clipping algorithm. Here in this algorithm, first of all it is detected whether the line lies inside the screen or it is outside the screen. So if all the lines come under any one of the following category, that is visible, not visible or clipping case, only three category will be coming here. Okay, this algorithm or the line clipping method has been invented by Dr. Ivan E. Sutherland. Okay, so he was using this algorithm for graphic gain and including amongst this achievement in invention. Okay, so what he has done means he want to find out some key advantage of this algorithm, that is reduce the number of line of intersection that must be calculated. Okay, that was the advantage of this particular algorithm. I told already he categorized the line comes under, one is visible region. Okay, the second category is not visible region, not visible. Okay, and the third one is clipping cases. He categorized in this manner. Okay, now it's easy to do. So visible means if a line lies within the window. That means both endpoints of the line lies within the window. So a line is visible and will be displayed as it is. Okay, that we have studied theoretically, right? And not visible. Not visible also we know. It's easy, right? If the lines lies outside the window, it will be invisible and rejected. Okay, so such lines will not be displayed. If any one of the following inequality is satisfied, then the line is considered invisible. Clear now? So how we have to do that, we should remember that we will do it. Okay, see here I am mentioning again. The third one is clipping case. Okay, under the clipping case, what you should do if the line is neither visible case nor invisible case. So it is considered to be clipped case. First of all, the category of line is found based on the 9 region given below. Okay, that we will study. Okay, we should categorize this into some 9 region. How to do, I will tell you that. Okay, all these regions are assigned to some code. Each code is having some 4 bit. Okay, how to do, I will explain to you. Region 1, region 2, you will be dividing into a window in coordinate. Okay, how to do, I will explain. And one more phase is there. These 3 phases are called identification phase. In the second phase, we will be performing clipping. That means compute intersection for all lines that are candidate for clipping. Okay. So how to do, we will study one by one. So I hope any doubt you have, kindly ask. Any doubt? No, right? Shall we move? Yeah. Kindly respond. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. So here we are identifying, we are dividing your window into 9 regions. This is called region 1, R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9. Right? So these are the 9 regions. Okay. So while we are drawing the diagram, you are remembering how you have drawn the diagram. You have x-axis, y-axis. Here you have clipping window. So if you will consider and drawing this x min, y min, x max, y max, you will get this 9 region, right or not? This is R1, R2, R3, R4, R5, R6, R7, R8, R9, right? Which is similar to your, which one? Word coordinate scene. Okay. So again here we have to mention some bit value. Okay. Each region, I told that first of all we are categorizing the line is found based on this 9 region. Okay. All 9 regions are assigned a code. So you can see here there is a code. So this is 0 inside the window. This is window, right? So we will be mentioning 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. This is 0, 1, 2. So you should kindly remember in that manner. Okay. Which is 0, 3 is not there, right? 3 is not there. So this is 8, 9, 10. So which is next? Yeah. This is what? 4, 5, 6. Numbers you should remember. There is no other option. Okay. Are you understanding?
Ma'am, could you explain it again?
Yeah. Once again I will go back. Yeah. So here you have 9. Did you understood what is the 9 region from here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. After the 9 region, for each region you are assigning a 4-digit code. Just assigning some code. Okay. So this code is 0000. That means what? 0. Right. Easy to remember I am telling the values. Binary value, decimal you just convert what you will get. This is 0, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Left side you have a value which is called 1. That is 0001. Okay. The right side value is 2. That is 0010. Understood? Again you have below the window the middle portion is 0100. Okay. So he just assigned some values for that to identify the code or to identify the line is which region it is. So what he has done, the center area is having the code 0000, that is region 5 is considered a rectangle window. So this is your region 5, it is considered as a rectangle window. Clear now? So
Yes.
what he will be doing? He will be calculating position of the both end points of the line. So then he will be performing OR operation on the both end of the side. If OR operation gives 0, then line is considered to be visible. Okay. Else he will be performing AND operation on both end. Okay. If AND operation is not 0, then the line is invisible. Else it is 0. Then the line to be clicked. Clear? That is algorithm. I'll explain that. See here. In this region, every endpoint is labeled within the appropriate region code. You can see here. Okay. There are certain code will be there for each region. Right or not? Each line will be having certain code, right? End point. So consider this line. This is inside this region, right? And this is inside this region. So each line, end point will be in some separate region, right? So next step is you have to consider visible lines. So when you are going to consider the visible lines, the lines completely containing with window boundary having the region code 000 for both endpoints, so are not clipped. So next you are going to find which line is having both endpoint is inside the window. Which one is having inside the window? Anyone can tell? It is mentioned here. Which line?
P5 and P6.
P5, P6. Okay. Now you have identified which point is inside the, which line is having, both lines are inside the window or both points are inside the region code 0000. Kindly listen carefully. Okay. That is the first step. Okay. Next step is you have to find invisible line. Okay. We have 3 cases, right? Visible line, invisible line, clipping case. Second time what you should do means any line within a common set bit in the region code for both endpoints can be clipped completely. So what you should do for that? Any line with a common set bit in the region code of both endpoints can be clipped off. So what you are doing, just to see here, this is, it is outside the window at all, right? Not only inside, this is very far away from your window. So this we can clip off. Even this one, all the points are outside the scene or outside the clipping window, right? Again, another one way we can do for the invisible, you can perform AND operation. So how to do an AND operation? Just consider this point 1 0 1 0 and 0 0 1 0. How to perform AND operation? Anyone can tell? How we will be performing? A, B, Y. So 0 0 AND operation is 0, right? 0 1 AND operation is just nothing but multiplication. 0 1 is 0. 1 0 is 0. 1 1 is 1. Okay, this operation you are performing. Just to see here 0 0. What is 0 0? 0. 1 1 1. 0 0 0. Right? 1 0 0. So what you are getting? You are getting a non-zero mean. Right? If it was 0, then what you will be doing? It will be, that point will be inside the region. Right? Understanding? Understanding or not?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So what you will be doing here? So it is you are eliminating. So take this point also 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 0. So what you are getting value? Just to see here. This is 0 0 1 0. So what you should get? You are not getting 0, right? So it is invisible. That also cancelled. Clear? That is the second case. Okay. So third case you should take clipping candidate. So what you should do? Lines that cannot be identified are completely inside or outside the window, may or may not cross the window interior. So these lines are proceed in phase 2. So in that case what you should do? If AND operation result in 0, then the line is a candidate for clipping. Understood? So just take next value. Which value we can take next concept? Which one you should clip? You have to find out, right? So take this value 0 0 0 0 0 1 0 0. So anyone can tell what you will get? All the values are 0 0 0 0, right? So this is for clipping case. You have to consider this for clipping. Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Even this point you take it. Okay. P7 P8 0 0 0 1 0 0 1 0. What you will get? All the values are 0, right or not? So
Yes,
even you should consider this line for clipping. Understood? So next line you take it, this line 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0. Okay. So even what you will get here, all the values are 0. So even this case you should consider for clipping. Did you understood? Any doubt? Kindly respond. Zero, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3. From where it is starting? 0, 1, 2, 3. This is bit 0, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3. Okay. If bit 3 is 1, you should remember this case, no other option. If bit 3 is 1, if y min minus y is less than 0. Okay, so you can see here. And if y minus window y min is less than 0, then your bit 2 will be 1. Okay, then if your window x max minus x is less than 0, then your bit 1 will be 1. Okay, again if your x minus x min value is less than 0, then your bit will be 1. Bit 0 will be 1. Okay, just remember you are going to assign some code for that. Clear now? Just remember this one. Then go ahead. What you are going to do means you are going to consider now whatever is there you have to clip it off, right? So what you should do? Line that are in the category 3 are now processed for following. So what are those lines? Your P3, P4 and P9, P10, right? Then one more is there, P7, P8. Okay, these lines you are going to consider now in this case. Okay, what you should do? You have to compare end point outside the window to the boundary. Okay, then you are choosing any order in which to consider boundaries, left, right, bottom, top, and how much can be discarded, that you should verify. So if the remainder of the line is entirely inside or outside the window, then you are retaining it or you will be clip it respectively. Otherwise, we are comparing the remainder of the line against other window boundaries. And you are going to continue until the line is either discarded or segment inside the window is found. Clear? So how we are going to do practically? Okay, that we should write. You should find out the you should find out some intersection points. You have to find out. Then you will be able to find which is inside, which is outside. Clear? So we will consider here. You are going to find out the intersection point. Okay, how to do that we should consider. So first we are going to consider the line endpoint x1, y1, x2, y2. So first these you have three lines, right? These three lines, any one three lines, any one you can take it. Okay. So first step is you are going to consider the line x1, y1, x2, y2. So the y coordinate of intersection with the vertical window boundary can be calculated. You have an equation, y will be equal to y1. From where you will get y1? From here, y1 plus m you will get. What is m? What is m? We have studied already many times.
x2 minus x1.
Yes, x2 minus y2 minus y1 minus x2 minus x1. Okay, from here you will get already. Okay, because you have already the count value. And again you can find out what is your x boundary. You have a 4-digit value, right? Minus x1, right? Or the coordinate value where the boundary will be, that corresponding value you should take. X value, boundary value you should take. Where x boundary can be set either your like x max or x min or x max. Clear? Maximum value or minimum value, that is depend upon the line. If the line is this side, then we will take x min. If the line is this side, then you will take x max. Understood? Then next you have to, what you should do means you have to calculate the x coordinate of intersection with a horizontal window coordinate. So this is for x we have taken, sorry, this is for y you have taken. Next you have to do the same thing for x. So how to do? X equal to x1. You know what is x1? From here you will get x1. And you have to find y boundary. How to find y boundary? With respect to y min and y max. So if it is like, if you have a line like this or your window like this, if it is y value here, y max, and here your line is this way, you will be taking y min. Your line is near to this, you will be taking y max. Clear? That is called y boundary. Minus y1 divided by m. What is m? You know that. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Clear now? So that will be your x and y value. You will get the intersection point. The remaining all boundary will be clipped off. Clear? So we can use this region code to determine which window boundary should be considered for the intersection. To do that, what you should do to check if a line crosses a particular boundary, we compare the appropriate bits in region code of its endpoint. So if one of these is 1 and the other is 0, then the line crosses the boundary. So I will do one thing. I will tell you. You can write it down each line by line, so, or each step by step, so that it will be easy for you to calculate. Otherwise it will be difficult. Okay, problem we will solve. Here we have to solve the problem. So whether you want to write down or you want to go with the problem solving. This is your algorithm. So what you will be doing? First you will be initializing the list of line. Okay, first case you will be verifying assign all the 4-point bit coordinates. So you will be mentioning the region, right? All the region you will be mentioning. So first you will be verifying your end and these points are equal to 0. Then line is comes under category 1. Okay. The second one, what you will be doing, and operation you will be performing between the lines. Okay. So this is visible region. This is for visible. Okay. This is for invisible. Clear? This is for clipping category. So remember that. Following. So for the invisible region, that means what? Both are outside. So what you will do? You will be performing AND operation between your starting and ending point. Okay. So if the value is not 0, then what you will be doing? The line under category 2. So again, if the lines are equal to 0, then the line under category 3. That means what? Clipping. Understanding or not? So then what you should do? You should to calculate the intersection point. Then you will be getting x and y value from where onwards you want to clip down. Understanding? So we'll solve the problem, you will understand. This is the concept, you have to do it. So if you want, you can write it down. First point what? Step 1, calculate position of both end point of the line. Second one, perform OR operation on both these endpoints. Third step, if OR operation gives 0, then line will be, this is OR operation, okay, equal to means, yeah, if, yeah, OR operation gives 0, then the line is considered to be visible. Then otherwise what you should do? You should perform AND operation, okay. When you will be considering the AND operation, other points, right? If AND is not equal to 0 in this case, then it is the lines are invisible. So if the AND operation is 0, then it is belongs to which one? The lines are considered the clipping case. Okay. So now write down fourth step. If a line is clipped case, so if it is third category, clipped case, find an intersection with the boundaries of the window. What you should do? You should find the boundary. How to find the boundary? You have the equation. First you have to calculate. For anything you have to calculate first m value. M is what? Slope. How to calculate slope? y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Right? Then if bit 1 is 1, then the line intersect with the left boundary of the rectangle window. So what you will do? You will be calculating, yeah, divide the lines category as 2 smaller segment. So you will be calculating m value. What is m? So this is midpoint, not here. Yeah. Then you are here. Then you will be calculating the boundary. So in this case, y will be equal to y1 plus m into x boundary minus x1. Okay. This x boundary, how you are calculating? It is either x min or your x max. Clear now? So if bit is 2, the second bit 2 is 1, then what you should do? The line intersect with the right boundary. That means you are going to do with this one, horizontal window. So in that case, what you will be doing? Your x value will be equal to x equal to x1 plus y boundary minus y1 divided by m. And you will be calculating your x min and y min value to calculate your y boundary. Okay. So we'll solve the problem, then you will understand. So write down, consider, yeah, these things. Yeah, the previous case we have to calculate, yeah, P9 P10, right? Remembering P9 P10, where was our P9 and P10? Sorry. is able to see. Yeah, P9 and P10. This value, this line you should consider. Okay. So P9, P10. Able to remember that value? Just remember. One is inside the window 0000. Another one is 0100. Yeah, it is mentioned here. Okay, P9 and P10. So listen carefully this one. Okay, this belongs to which category? One is inside, one is outside. Okay, all the values are inside. How you will come to know? You will be doing OR operation, right? If all the values are you are getting 0, then we will be telling it is visible region, right? So just we will do that also. Yeah, consider the point P5 and P6. What is P5 and P6? All are inside the region, right? It is inside 0000 itself. If you will perform 000 or operation with 0, what you will get? All the values are 0, right or not? So that points will be where it is inside the window. No need to click, right? I hope all of you are with me. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So the next consider your second case. One is inside the window, clipping window. Another one is outside the clipping window. So what you should do? What you should do? Anyone can tell that we are going to see now. Okay, see here P9 and P10. So in this case, we should start at P10. What is your P10 value? 0100. From the region code of 2n point, we know the line does not cross the left or right boundary. So what you should do? It is not crossing left and right, right? It is middle itself. So you have to calculate the intersection of line with the bottom boundary to generate P10. So what you should do? So this is your window size, right? So your P10 value will be where? Yeah, you should take either X min or X max, right? So you can consider this boundary. If you want to calculate what will be your boundary, it will be 0, right? So calculate the intersection of line with the bottom boundary to generate P10. So the line P9 and P10 is completely inside the window. So it is where P10. Are you understanding? Which is your intersection point? This is your intersection point, right? Understanding? How to find the intersection point when it is reaching to 000. So here anyway boundary, the coordinate value will be 000. So when it is reaching to this boundary, this intersection point, you will be keeping that corresponding window. You will tell that P10 will be changed to P10 dash. Understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, another one way we can tell that you should consider this one, y1 plus m into x boundary minus x1. y1 plus, anyone can tell? y1 plus, what was the
Mean
equation? M into, yeah, m into
X
x boundary minus
X
x. Yeah. What is your x value? x1. It is not x, it is x1. Okay. x1, y1 we know. What is x1, y1? P10 value, right? x1, y1. This coordinate value you should take x1, y1. So here we don't have any x value. So what you will be doing means you have to calculate this intersection point. How to calculate intersection point? So you will be assigning, yeah, you will be start looking from here. When it is reaching to the boundary, you will be flipping it off. Okay. So another one way we can tell that you have to perform which operation? You have to perform AND operation, right? Right or not? Are you understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
You have to perform AND operation to find which is inside or outside. Clear? Till reaching this intersection point, you have to clip it off. Next one, you are going to consider P3, P4. In this case, what you are doing, you are starting with P4. Okay, and then you will be starting to the end point to know the line is crossed towards left or not, right? So you can calculate the intersection point till where? Till the line, right here, right? Right or not? So this is your left coordinate. So in this case, you will consider y max. Okay, so the line P3 to P4 is completely outside the window. So what you will be doing? You will be clipping off. So another one way you can tell that 1001 is the coordinate value. Sorry, your coordinate value is 1000. Then another one is 0001. So if you will perform AND operation, what you will get? 0000. So you will be clipping it off. Understood? Next case. So you are going to consider the line P7 and P8. So how you are going to do it here? So you should find the boundary intersection point. Okay. So this will be your intersection point. Okay. From the two region chord of two end point, we know the line crossed the left boundary. So they calculate the intersection point to generate P7. So if you will find the intersection point towards left and intersection point towards right, you will be able to calculate, you will be able to get this point. Okay, this point will be what? 0 0 0 0, and even this point will be what? 0 0 0 0. So when it is reaching from 0 0 0 1 to this point, what you will be doing? You will be clipping this point. Even this point also should be clipped off. Okay. So even the same thing you are going to consider for P7 and P8. Same concept. Okay, we will be using it for this one. It is towards your right side. Okay, same you will be repeating. The same you can using with the help of midpoint subdivision algorithm. Till here everything is same, whatever we have till now. The last to find the last case, clipping case, what you will be doing means you are calculating the midpoint, that is x sum ym. How to calculate x sum ym? Like whatever point you are having, x1 plus x2 divided by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. Okay, so then we will be dividing all the line category R into two smaller segments at the mid. Okay, till your x sum ym. Okay, remove the original line from the list and enter its two newly created segments. So you will be keep on repeating the step from 2 to 5. Okay, till it is reaching to 0 0 0. Okay, so this is the way we will be using the same way. So you can see here the line. So what you will be finding? You will be finding the midpoint. This will be the midpoint, right? Understanding or not? So here you will be having x1, y1, x2, y2. M you will be calculating. M will be equal to what? x1 plus x2 midpoint divided by 2. y1 plus y2 divided by 2. So you will be getting midpoint, right? This will be your midpoint. So what you are doing? Remove the original line from the list and enter the two newly created segment. So again you will be repeating everything here. Okay, so you will get a midpoint. Again your line will be where? Only the line will be from here to here. This is already inside the window, so you don't want to consider. Next you are having the line from here to here. Again what you will do? You will calculate midpoint, right? Again this will be clipped off. Again you will calculate midpoint. So this will be clipped off. The remaining value you will get. That is called midpoint Sutherland line clipping algorithm. Okay. So it is showing here already. So it is here, it is clipping, right? Again midpoint is this, again it is clipping. Again the midpoint is this, right? Again it is clipped. I hope you are able to see the screen. Okay. So that is called midpoint subdivision algorithm. So shall we stop here? We'll see the polygon clipping in next class. All of you are there or not?
Yes.
You will solve the problem, don't worry, that time you will understand how to do. Okay, this is only theory part we are studying. So I'll see other faculties are solving the problem or not. Accordingly, we will continue. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So how many of you have joined? Just me check. 36 only. Okay. Let me download the attendance.
Ma'am, what is the cat portion, ma'am?
What is the
Cat portion.
CAT for portion? They told that third and fourth module. So we are in third module. So I cannot rush like that. So I am trying. I'll see till where we can complete.
Okay, ma'am.